get you some. Oh yeah. Mate, it's lucky she can cook. Wow!
G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alrighty, we are in the middle of a long weekend here in South Australia, and we are also in the middle of a heat wave. Today is 40 degrees Celsius. I have all the grandkids here, so you have to excuse the background noises today. I will write the recipe below the video in the description as always. First up, we need a large bowl. We want to crack 2 eggs in there and whisk them up. We now want to add 2 cups of milk and whisk. Now we need chicken breast, and you can get anywhere from 1 to 1.5 kilo. I've got 1.2. So if they've got the tenderloin or the tenderloin part on it, I'll cut that off first. Straight in our milk mixture. And then I'll do them in strips. So when I do them in strips, I like to do it nice and chunky, but I try to keep them the same fatness. So when they cook, they'll cook roughly the same time. I love these because the coating on them, you can leave them in the oil for quite some time and it will not wreck the coating or make it too hard. Once we've done that, we now want to cover it in some Glad wrap and stick it in the fridge till we need it. Now what we want to do is you either want to get a bowl or a nice strong freezer bag. I'm going to use a freezer bag. 2 cups of plain flour. Now we need 4 tablespoons of seasoned or seasoned salt. If you can't get seasonal, I'm pretty sure the other brand is all-purpose seasoning. 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of paprika. I love using the sweet one, but you can use any one you want. And 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Now if you're using a bowl, just grab a fork and mix them through really well. If you're going to use a bag, pick it up, keep the air in it like a nice ball, twist it, and then you want to shake it and keep shaking it until you've mixed it all in. And when you do your chicken, you do the same thing. You want it in a nice big ball of air to coat your chicken, and then you'll move it around like this. Okay, next up we've got the pepper mayo. So first we need 1/2 cup of mayo, also known as mayonnaise. You can choose any you like. I always love using the whole egg. I don't know why, I just do. So 1/2 cup. 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of dejonaise mustard. Mix them all through really well. Once we've done that, you can cover it in Glad wrap and whack it in the fridge till we eat it. Now if you try to eat that on its own, it's going to taste like absolute shit. It tastes awesome altogether. Next up is the wraps. I absolutely love using these Mission wraps. Dark blue, super soft, large 8-pack. Now normally I don't like wraps because they're always doughy, but these are insanely good. I like to use the Coon cheese slices, but you can use any cheese you like. And then I'll slice some lettuce up in a bowl and get that ready. Now I make them like this because this is how the grandkids love them, but you can absolutely add or take out anything you want. Now we're going to need a couple of plates with paper towel and some tongs. Now you can either get a deep fryer out. I'm using my electric wok. The reason I love using the electric woks or any wok is that you only need to use 3 cups of oil, which is a 750ml bottle. Now once we make these, the oil is absolutely destroyed and you cannot use it again. So rather than filling up a big machine with 2 or 4 litres of oil and having to throw the lot away, get yourself a wok. Alright, so grab out your deep fryer, your wok, whatever you're going to be using. I always use canola oil, but you can use any oil you want. So with my wok, I turn it up to full and then I turn it down a little bit. So while that's heating up, we get our chicken out. You get your bowl of flour or your bag of flour. Now normally I do roughly 4 large ones at a time, and the chicken does stay hot for ages too, which is great. So I'm using the bag, so I'll get 4 bits out. Then we want to close our bag up again with a nice big ball of air, twist it around a few times, and then we want to just jiggle it around, coat all the chicken. Then we'll take it over to the oil, get a piece out, shake it off a bit. Once the oil's hot enough, pop them in. Now, depending on the size of them is depending on how long they cook for. If you leave them in for a little while. If you're unsure, pull one out and cut open the fattest part and see if it's cooked. If it's not cooked, chuck it back in. But you'll get the hang of it after a while. While they're cooking, chuck the next 4 in your bag or your bowl. Well, you can't see them properly under the other light, but I hope you can see them properly there. They taste as good as they look. Lettuce, 2 slices of cheese, chicken. Alright, so when I put it on, I leave the bottom clear. Pepper mayo. Okay, then I fold from the bottom. I like stacking the chicken up so it's easy to wrap. Fold from the bottom. Pull the first one over nice and tight without ripping it. Fold the second one over nice and tight. And for the kids, I'll just hold it down with a toothpick. Like so. Well, there you have it, lovelies. 8 luscious, huge, Moorish wraps. Give them a crack. Your whole family is going to love them. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome evening, and I'll see you soon. Toodles!